Hey guys, welcome back to another Monster Hunter World video. This is the second entry of my starter set series. Today we're going to be looking at the Longsword, and I apologize in advance for my voice. It might be a little nasal, a little raspy. I'm still kind of sick, but I really wanted to get this video out for you guys, so here we are. So like I said, today we're going to be taking a look at the Longsword. Longsword is arguably the most popular weapon type in Monster Hunter World, but before we get into the actual set, I should note that this set will take a little bit more grinding to get than the set in my bow video. This is because we need a decent bit of Nergigante parts, as well as some arena tokens. But it's nothing out of this world, and as long as you put a little bit of effort and a little bit of time, you will find a lot of success, and it's more than worth it. Quick little tip, remember that if you're having bad luck with gems, like a Nergigante gem for example, you can buy them directly from the Elder Melder with a gold Wyverian print that you get from completing the weekly limited bounties, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And remember, since this is more for PC players or people that are just starting off in the game right now, I'm only going to be using vanilla gear and little to no jewels. With all that out of the way, let's get started. So first off, the weapon. The longsword we're going to be using is the Supremacy Blade. This is the unupgraded version of the Divine Slasher. Ideally, you would want the Divine Slasher, but the grind is super annoying, so this is the second best thing out there, and it's pretty easy to get. You only have to beat a Rathalos and a Dodogama like 2 or 3 times. I am going to recommend that you do eventually grind out for the Divine Slasher, as it is still like the best elementless longsword out there in the game. So the sooner you grind for it, the quicker you get it out of your way, and it is more than worth it. Anyway, this thing has a decent amount of raw damage, as well as a chunk of blue sharpness, and it doesn't have an element. For the helmet, we're going to be using the Nergigante Helm Alpha, which gives us 2 levels of maximum might and 1 level in attack boost, along with a level 1 jewel slot. The chest piece is the Rathalos chest piece, and we're going to be using it for the 2 levels of weakness exploit that we get from it, and it also has a level 1 jewel slot. The gloves are the Kaiser Van Braces Beta. These will give you the last level in weakness exploit that you need to max it out, and they also have a level 3 jewel slot. The coil is the Nergigante Coil Beta, and it gives us 2 more levels of attack boost, as well as a level 2 jewel slot. The boots are the Nergigante Greaves Alpha, which gives us the last level of maximum might that we needed, and a spare level of Agitator, as well as a final level 1 jewel slot. And the charm we're going to be using is the Handicraft Charm 3. For the jewels, we're going to slot in our free attack jewel into the helmet for that 4th level of attack boost, getting us that little bit of affinity. And we're also going to put 2 medicine jewels, one in the chest and another one in the boots, to get 2 levels of recovery up. And finally, we're going to slot in our elementless jewel into our boots. If you don't have this jewel, don't worry about it. It's a fairly common drop. Just keep farming a few high-level monsters or use the Melder and you'll get it in no time. If you don't have it, don't sweat it though. That just means you'll have 2 level 3 slots and 1 level 2 slot to fill with whatever you may have. Optimally, if you were lucky enough and you have these jewels already, then I suggest filling the level 3 slots with handicraft jewels and a protective polish jewel somewhere in there. As a whole, this would give you level 4 attack boost, level 3 weakness exploit, 3 levels of handicraft, maxed out maximum might, 2 levels of recovery up, 1 spare level of agitator, a non-elemental boost, and the Nergigante set bonus, hasten recovery. With this, you'll have 35% crit chance whenever you're at full stamina, so basically almost always, and that'll jump up to 85% whenever you're hitting a weak spot. You have a decent bit of damage, and with a small bump to it whenever the monster gets agitated, thanks to the 1 level in Agitator. And you have a poor man's lifesteal augment via the Hasten Recovery set bonus. The 2 levels of recovery up are in there because that means that you'll heal more whenever you do attack the monster, which in turn increases your DPS overall because you don't have to spend that much time healing. In conclusion, this is a great set for general longsword play. You'll be able to take this into almost any monster and do work, unless 3 fucking monsters jump on you at the same time when you forgot to eat before the hunt. So yeah guys, that about wraps it up. You do need to put in a little bit of effort, like I said, to get the pieces, but it really shouldn't take that long. Anyway, be sure to let me know in the comments what weapon you guys would like to see next, and thank you so much for all the positive feedback on my last video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.